Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Krastorio 2 playthrough. In our last episode, we got rare metals going, we got more iron, we got more copper, we got chlorine rolling, and I made myself a different little loop-de-loo to park my Farl at, because I was tired of walking halfway across the base to get there. Dukes, I'm glad you have a belt of ramen straight to your belly. That's exactly the right way to automate food. Okay, so we've got rare metals mined, but I don't have them processed. Where am I mining them again? Oh, down here. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Do we go ahead and drive all the way down there for another radar? Yeah. We'll do that real quick. I don't want to forget. Okay, so build a radar, hop back into our little Farl mobile, and we'll go drop a radar down here. And then we will do stuff from our to-do list. So I was able to cross out rare metals and more iron, which is great. And rare metals smelting is maybe next, and module 3s. Because we're done with our research, so all the cheap research, so now I can start doing all these other researches. Maybe I'll start with lab research speed. That seems reasonable. Let's just go whole hog on the research speed there. Because currently we have 140, but then we'll have even more. Gosh. Oh, I need to make some of these things. I keep forgetting I can do that. It'll at least make the acceleration better. Okay, so then new dealy bopper, maybe over here. There we go. Oh, sweet. And I brought back more modules with me, I guess, so we can keep going here. So now we get a 36.5. Although that could use up to 70 chlorine a second, which is pretty crazy. This is obviously a place where mining productivity helps a lot, because then you get more for the same amount of chlorine. Rather than it just making the patch artificially bigger, it actually saves you input resources. Alright, so then back up here. Done with this little excursion. And what else do we do? Wow, that's a lot of various ammo bonuses. Antimatter artillery shell. I bet that's pretty strong. Damage is 6.6 thousand explosion damage. That's pretty insane. What's the normal artillery? I guess this is the regular artillery shell. But this is already the Krastorio version, so who knows. It could be fun to play Krastorio with like Rampant turned on or something and use all these different weapons. But I wasn't in the mood for a biter playthrough. Oh yeah, electric engines. So then I guess I need another one of those little nuclear reactors and some fuel. Probably like 2. That will be damaging me if I am not holding it out in front of me like that. Oops. Hold it. I'll hold it over here. It's farther away. Okay, so then you go here, and then you can go there. Perfect. Alright, so that will probably power those things for quite a long time. Alrighty. So, rare metals... What do I even need rare metals for? Rare metals. So we already know we've needed it for some buildings. Oh, they go in the blue units. Okay, so as we need lots of blue chips, that will be one thing we need lots of rare metals for. And then nitric acid. Immersium plates. That's a big thing that we'll need a lot of. So that's where probably most of my rare metals will go. And then just into other various buildings as we go. So then I guess while we're kind of waiting for research to keep going, we should build a rare metal smelting section. Do I care about it being on the bus is a question. I really hate when all the research gets taken out. These should have override stack size set to 1. First of all, these should all be stack inserters. But then, within that, these should have stack size 1. And I think that will help that from not happening. Because then they'll only take 1 at a time. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm not seeing the flickering. Okay, anyway, module 3s, do I do that first or do I do that second? I'm not really sure. I could go either way. I'll do rare metals first. So, rare metals I can do over here. Got plenty of space. Throw that down. Bam. Okay, I guess I don't need that one. Alright, so then we will have rare metals. I should Helmod this, because otherwise I might end up very wrong. We do want enriched. For sure, enrichment. 45 out. Now I am going to presume on module 3s, since I'll have those soonish. And beacons, yes. Okay. And then enriched rare metals, same thing. Productivity. Okay. Oh, and we need hydrogen chloride. Blech. Okay, so we're going to have to make that. Probably just barrel it and send it over, because that's a pretty small per second amount at the end of the day. And you are also going to have beacons. Oh, and your beacons are actually this speed 3s. Okay, so I'm only going to need 22 at the end of the day. 22. Okay. So then I still want... Whoa, that's zoomed out map. Okay. So, I mean, basically, I can just copy this, and then I just need less of it. More or less. So I'm just going to copy that, and then we'll just adjust as needed for rare metals. So we'll just throw that there. I'll let the bots handle most of that. This is chlorine no longer, so I don't need that. We're going to rename you to rare or unload main. You are going to be a requester. Threshold is based on stacks, and you're going to do 78 stacks of rare raw metals. Raw rare metals. And we're going to do 118 stacks of that. And then we need our unload system here. And then we'll turn that on. Oh, that's not blue belt upgraded yet. Okay, we'll get that done. Make some more green wire. And change our little icons here. So in case it needs to balance, it can. And that's it. And then I'll do the same kind of extra holding. I probably should have just made these warehouses, but too late now. So then we got that ready. Thankfully, with the tier 3 productivity, which I'll have soon, the initial amount of ore is slightly lower. So because 2 steps of productivity get me there, so 1 belt in can make 1 belt out, which is very nice. But the hydrogen chloride is going to be a bit of an issue here. Before it was sulfuric acid. Now it's hydrogen chloride with the rare metals. So first we'll get all these recipes changed. Then we'll check speeds. Speeds seem fine. It'll slightly change once we get the different ratios of better modules, but more or less the same. And then we need our hydrogen chloride here, which I will just unbarrel. So unbarreling hydrogen chloride. There we go. Request. Active. Probably 100 barrels, maybe 150 barrels. That can unbarrel perfectly fine. So now I need to go make some of that way over by my chlorine. So we will do that. Now my iron is not looking great. It's probably because of steel, isn't it? Yeah, that's all going to steel. At some point I might need a separate steel making train supply or something. That's fuel. And we can keep researching. Am I going to need any of these? That's all weaponry. Can you do this without military science, I guess is the question. Or is there stuff locked behind military science that I actually need for my main stuff? And it looks like I might not need any military science. Oops. Didn't mean to click on that. So that's good. What should I be researching? Don't care about air purification, that's for sure. Bot speed seems like a good idea. Do a few of those techs. And then bot capacity, also good. Mining drill and inserter capacity. Those all seem good. Alright, so here's our chlorine and hydrogen. Now, the weird part about hydrogen chloride is you need equal amounts of hydrogen and chlorine. The sand thing does not make equal amounts. But you can also get extra hydrogen from the atmospheric condensers if you need it. So we almost need like some sort of top-up from a big set of atmospheric condensers. We can also use water. This is probably better, because this is going to make 30 hydrogen every 13.3. This makes 30 hydrogen every 3 in a smaller building for roughly the same amount of power. Actually, less power, because it's faster. So that's great. These are already overflowing. Look at that. Those are 50 per second, by the way. That's good to know. So I actually made the exact right amount of flare stacks. Bam! Hit the nail right on the head on that one. The only thing I didn't check is what is this made in? Ooh, advanced chemical plant. When do I get that? Advanced chemical. Oh. I think these are all after advanced tech cards. So that's not for a while. Okay. This is probably fine. Can I do productivity? I guess we'll find out. I can. But should I? Yeah, I should, because that costs sand. So this is saving me stone by adding productivity. Okay, so we'll do another pump here. Copy all this. There's no solids to deal with, which is very nice. Gotta get some beacons here. Some bacons. And that gets me up to 90 a second, which for now is plenty. Pump out. Okay, there we go. And then I just need to barrel that up. Barrel, fill, hydrogen chloride barrel. Done. Request. Provide. You know, I'll just request 200 barrels. And then the only thing I haven't done, which I don't want to walk across the base to do it, but I'm going to, is making sure I'm making barrels. Also, this is crazy. I need way more iron than this. Way more iron. Okay, so you're going to be a barrel maker. And then you are going to have a limit on barrels being up to, I think 600 is a good number. 600 won't even fit in one chest, but if it's in storage chests, then that'll just make sure it all adds up to 600 free barrels. Which actually, I don't know why I'm running back down here. I think we're good to go on this now. So I don't have to do anything. Yeah, that's all fine. The only thing I have to do is add some additional hydrogen electrolysis here with a top-up valve to be something like 50. So if it drops below 50% full, then these guys will kick on. Oh, what does that connect to? That's unfortunate. You just go down. Okay, so then that'll fill up to 50% full. Except we need input water for these. And then just to kind of make things a little faster, we'll do that. And then I do need to deal with the oxygen. Feels like that's worth putting into another tank. This just gets more and more convoluted, but we'll put that in a tank and then have some flare stacks for that. Eventually we're going to have to do a lot of like nitric acid and stuff. Thankfully that's not the case yet. But yeah, these are already backing up because the top-up valve is not running because those are mostly full. Alright, there we go. Hydrogen chloride, done. Rare metal smelting, done. I think. Maybe I checked that off too early. We'll go find out. We shall go see if it's done. Moment of truth. Looks like the answer is flare stacking dirty water needs to happen. But otherwise, we seem to be running along smoothly. So there you go, rare metals checked off the list. Ta-da! And really, the old system, we're going to say input priority left. The old system, we're not going to delete it because there's no need to, but we're going to mainly use the new stuff. All right. So that about does it for my metals. We are going to need Immersite eventually, but that's a really advanced one. I don't even... Gosh, half of the bus I'm not even using anymore. Blue chips are over here. So that's the problem. I actually need the rare metals to kind of back flow. I actually need the bus to go backwards. And did I even use rare metals anywhere else, or is that it? That's it. Literally it. Except for that fighter chest. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so in terms of rare metals, how much is even left? 110,000? I guess we'll let that keep running for the provider chest. But really, I could put something else on this belt. Okay, so delete the belt. All the way to here, and then that just goes up to the blue circuits. Okay. Cool. Coolio. Now, blue circuits can benefit from some beaconing here. So that's easy enough to do. That should get me a lot more. What's my current speed on this? 2 per second. Let's see what this does for me. Yeah, 4.8 per second. That's a lot better. All right, so now I think I'm ready for the next tier of modules. So we got to bring these items through. I guess nothing's been on that top belt yet. And at some point, I'm going to want green belts. I think green's next, and then there's also a purple. Not sure when that happens, but... how is that? Oh, I did a bad thing here. Let's get that fixed. Okay. There we go. All right, and then modules for the variety that I'm looking for. We need blue and red. Okay, so we've already got red. Blue is easy enough. We just hook up a splitter here. And then red is here, but underground. Blue is this underground. Ta-da! And then that comes here, so... just like this. And then these grab. We have something kind of similar, except these request tier 2, 20 at a time. And I can get rid of all those. And then tier 3 module, connect this, and I believe that's all I need. And we really need some speed boost on all this, so we'll do that. Cool. And that's going to get me 51 a second, almost. That's pretty great. I doubt I have the resources for it. But it'll work at least. Okay. So that builds up. I need to copy this for my other. These need to be the speed ones. Okay. All right. Cool beans. So there's T3 modules figured out. Definitely have a red chip shortage. I'm going to upgrade all this to blue, just as step one to upgrading my blue belts, or upgrading all my red belts to blue belts. I just need to do a few hundred at a time. I also need some more construction bots, apparently. So let's go drop those in the network. And I'm going to let these build up a bit more. We'll go 300 on that. I should also make all this garbage more productive. Okay. This I probably should rebuild, but I'll allow it. It's just for bots. What is that? Delivery running removed after timeout. Oh, that's not good. Train's broke. Deadlock. I see. I see why it's a deadlock. I did a very bad thing. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? So we need a signal there, first of all. That'll help these other trains not deadlock. But then I never connected this back up to the main line. Like so, and that needs a signal. Actually, these should all be chain signals, because there's not enough room for all of them to fit. Okay, I think we fixed it. That was a stupid mistake. Hopefully that didn't cause any weird leftover items or anything. I think we're still okay. Bam. Alright, what's next? Okay, well, we were out of components for a hot second. Oh, we need to upgrade the components belt for sure to blue. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Okay. That should do it. And we've also got crazy weirdness with undergrounds here. Let's do that. Okay. Easy enough. Easy enough. Alright, and then did we check this request? Stack threshold 60. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Could request a little bit more. We'll go 110 stacks. Just to make sure that's fine. Okay. So, the question is, do we have enough? And the answer is no. Oh, I see. Because this can't provide a full belt. So what we need is basically this. Nope, I did that wrong. We do that, and then we do this. And then we grab the rest of whatever I put on this belt. Okay, that works. And then red circuits seem to be the issue. I believe we already put a few beacons down? Yeah, but I can do more. Oh, and there's no blue belts here. This all needs to be blue belts. We'll get that done. Costing ourselves tens of thousands of iron, probably, to upgrade all that. But it's the price of progress. Oh, and then we need green inserters, too. Wow, I made this a long time ago. Blue inserters. It's been a while since I've seen those. Alright, so when is the next belt? We can already get it. It's just more steel and throw in some rare metal, and now you've got 60 items a second. So we'll get that researched. I don't know if I have enough steel to really start using green belts, but at least I can use them where I need to. And then I definitely want to fill in the rest of the empty space here with whatchamacallits, beacons. Okay, so these only need at most 28. I already have far more than that. So I think we'll be okay. Except these need to be dropping onto multiple belts. So we'll split off after 3 chunks. We'll go on a separate belt here. And then do that. And that'll at least get me a full belt going to the green circuits and half a belt going to the red circuits. Okay. Also have, I think, okay. All the modules are good. Alright, so then the issue is the speed, well, no. The issue is the green circuits now. Because it's only up to 22.5. So the belt speed is the issue. Okay, that's fine. We'll get faster belts eventually. What would be helpful is to add in a request for tier 3 modules, both types. And then I'm going to max out my request for these at 50. Because we're going to start getting a bunch of extras back. And I want those to automatically be fed back into the logistics network. I haven't used a lot of these, but I'll put the max at 50. Okay, so these are going to be the first things to get prod 3. Go red circuits. And then I should probably do blue circuits as well. Hey, Nekoputer, welcome on in. Thanks for the raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Krydax. We're playing Factorio. Factorio, currently. And belt speed is in the way of more red circuits. So that's pretty normal for Factorio. We also just don't have enough iron. Also pretty normal for Factorio. And I am going to put these prod 3 modules in blue circuits. Okay. And then for the beacons on blue circuits, I probably don't need more speed right now. 5 a second, I think, is more. I don't have 11 chips in a second, so. How many red circuits am I making at this point? Actually, sustained production is around 10 a second. Maybe 12, 13 a second. Alright. That's not quite as many as I'd like. I still can't believe iron's an issue. I actually need way more iron. We need a second belt of iron. So for a second belt of iron, do I start smelting iron off-site and just ship iron in on trains? That's always an option. The problem is I need sulfuric acid, so I'd have to start shipping around sulfuric acid if I wanted to do that. Or oil. I guess I could just make the sulfuric acid on site, because I already have oil being shipped. And I could make like a little beaconed sulfuric acid maker. I don't hate that idea. Hey, thanks for the follow, Josh Man, with a lot of numbers that I'm not going to read one by one. That is a lot of numbers. How do you remember that when you log in? 5956645. Crap, I said I wouldn't read it off out loud, and I did. What's happening here also? Oh. The pumps were just getting slow because of this final piece. Wow, thanks for all the follows, everybody. AI Space Destructor, Necoputer, Glitched Chaser Live, and Joshman. I'm still proud of myself for making this components factory. You don't if you stay logged into Chrome. That's true. What if you lose your login, though? The risk is high. Okay, I need to keep doing researches. We gotta keep flowing here. Let's do bioprocessing, which I believe allows me to make biomass from petroleum if I ever care about military research. I will do another inventory size. Not that I really need it. And we'll go with a faster exoskeleton. I'll get the logistics containers here. Oh, it was your first phone number. That's awesome. Oh, it's the first phone number you memorized was your grandmother's number. Oh, that's really cute. I love that. Hopefully that's not still her number. Otherwise, you're broadcasting your grandma's number to the internet. Which I doubt you would do. But, you know, not the best idea. I don't care about military. I don't need personal batteries because I have personal nuclear. Yeah, Space Destructor, I'm pretty much the same. I have mostly things synced up as well. Tesla coil. Recharges equipment grid that have an energy absorber. Oh, someone was talking to me about that. That's really cool. I'm sorry to hear that, Josh, man. I understand that feeling. But, yeah, that's tough. We can also move towards fusion reacting. Blah, 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 blah. How do I win the game? I need to start thinking about that. I think we need all these advanced buildings. I think that's kind of our long-term goal. So energy control units and matter tech cards and all that kind of stuff. So I guess Immersite is on the way to that. So we'll do Immersite next, kind of as the next main resource. And then I need to set up more iron in the meantime and do all sorts of other things. But I have module 3s now, so I can check that off the list. Also, Dukes, thank you so much for the 102 bits. And Glitch Chaser redeemed some hydrate, which I always forget to do myself. So, more iron. The reason I'm kind of delaying here is I'm trying to decide if I want to make iron here or somewhere else. And do I just give up on the bus or do I keep going? I think I'm going to keep going with the bus because we get faster belts, and even with the bus I've already built, I still have room for another. I think I have 2 unused belts right now in the current bus. So I do need another iron belt, actually kind of in the front end though. So maybe I can fit more iron smelting. Maybe I'll go underneath. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I'll just do that. I'll copy this. I will need to bring sulfuric acid down, but that's easy. And I mean, I could just put it like right here. Maybe I'll just do that for now. Once I need more than 2 entire sets, then maybe. Yeah, Dos Gringos, I think you're right. There's some sort of like matter teleporter or something. That is the end game. Okay, so I'll just build that. And we just need to bring in... Well, technically, I still need slightly more than 1 belt. So I'll split that off, and then these 2 will go over. Also, Space Destructor, you redeemed Stretch. I appreciate that. I will stretch here in a second. Gotta keep the neck healthy. Can't live a good life without a good neck. That's what my daddy always told me. Not really. I don't think anyone's ever said that, actually. I might be the first human on the planet to say that sentence. It was a strange one. Alright, so we just need sulfuric acid over here, and then we will be jamming on some more iron. I might turn these around so that I don't have to build quite as many belts. Yeah, we'll bring this together and do that, and then we'll bring this up, I think. Yeah, AI Space Destructor, you're right. You gotta care for the body in those long Factorio sessions. Remembering to do things like go to the bathroom, eat food, drink water, you know, feed the dog. These are all important things. I don't have a dog, but I know a lot of people do. Oh, it's really my neck that needs the stretching the most. Okay, so why is this not running, actually? Oh, the sulfuric, right. Okay, actually, sulfuric, thankfully, since the total flow rate for all these is pretty low, I can just use 1 pipeline for all of it. So we're just going to run sulfuric through the middle here. Thanks to advanced fluid handling, we can just throw some underground pipes like this. That one connects up and to the right, and then these all connect, and we're good to go. Also need some more RoboPort coverage. And how am I out of modules? I guess it's building the tier 3s is using up all of this tier. So that will catch up eventually, but it'll take a minute. In any case, there's our second belt of iron. I am going to run this one through now because we really need 2 belts. That's steel. So then I guess the 4th belt in block 2 can be iron. And then it's really unfortunate that the iron belts aren't next to each other. Trust me, I'm well aware of that issue. So, rare metals, this one's not actually getting used, except to put them into a chest. And I can do that back here. So, I'm going to put those in a storage chest, actually. That way those will get used first. And then my second iron belt, instead of being way up here, and just be next to the main iron belt. And then we'll just kind of put some splitters in various places. So that really needs to have a loader filling it up. Wait, that actually needs to keep going. Alright, I think that'll be fine. Maybe I'll have it keep going just in case. Run it all the way to the end here. That should be good. Alright. More iron for everyone. Wow, that's a yellow belt? Sheesh. I don't know how I still even have yellow belts. Lazy on the upgrading, I guess. Okay, this is totally stopped up. Explain yourself. Oh yeah, the flare stacks. The flare stacks. We didn't do anything with the flare stacks. Flare stack. Where are you? There you are. Okay. That's better. Alright, and then now we're actually getting into an issue where the overall iron ore usage rate is greater than these two can supply. Which is kind of interesting. So we actually need more belts here. In. And then we need to wire this up to have the same condition. And same there. Okay. Now, is there a train? Oh, no. Did I break trains again? What's going on here? Oh. Oh, I broke power. That's bad. I think this is the power connection that needs to be fixed. Did that do it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So my train stations didn't have power. Hopefully that catches things up. Glad we caught that. That should be good, I believe, for iron once those modules catch up. Now we have up to 90 iron a second. And that should help the steel up here be enough. How much are we using? We're using up to 40 iron a second, basically. So, that's about right. Okay, sweet. We've done tons of upgrades to our base. We have all this iron now. That's good to see. I always like to see the production graph here. Oh, look at that. Over the last hour, boing! All the way up to whatever this is, 5.2k a minute. So that's nice. Hopefully that'll support our base a bit better. And I think I should have a buffer. I'm not generally huge into buffers, but given the amount of things like plates, steel, kind of just random stuff that I make, having a sizable buffer seems pretty reasonable to help out. Wait, that's not the right kind of buffer, though. Because I can actually produce 90 a second, so that literally does nothing for me. What I would need to do is place a buffer kind of like in this area, so that even if this stuff is getting used up, we can still provide 90 to this area for a little while. That's more what I need. Is a late... Oop, that's the wrong one. A later buffer. So we'll do that. And then kind of limit this to, I don't know, a few minutes of iron. So that'll help a little bit when I build like giant amounts of belts, for example. Help with things like that, so that we don't lose out on science production. Okay, well, I think I'm going to have to call it a YouTube video there. So for those of you guys watching this video on YouTube, as always, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.